Hello, it's David Parrish, and I want to welcome you to the World Missions and Evangelism video blog. Thank you for joining us today. And today, in this short video, I want to give you an invitation. And I hope that you'll think about this and maybe pray about this week. For those of you that you feel that God touches your heart about what I'm about to share with you, we're going to start something for the next several weeks on this video blog that I think will be a help to you. Recently, on the video blog, we did a 5-week series on the question of, is this the last generation, or could this be the last generation? And the question we were asking is, could we finish, is it possible to finish the Great Commission in our lifetime? Could it be finished by the year 2030? If you didn't see those videos, I encourage you to go back here on my channel here, the David Parrish YouTube channel, and the previous 5 videos right before this one here is what we were talking about. Well, in the 4th video of that series, I gave a message, and if you haven't heard it, I would ask you to go back and listen to it. And the name of that message was, You Can Change the World. And what we showed on that video was that it would be possible if you or if I were to adopt a disciple-making strategy, that any one believer who adopted a disciple-making strategy could literally win the world. And we said, what would that mean? That would mean you make a disciple every 6 months. That is to say, you lead somebody to Jesus Christ and disciple them to the point that they are able to begin discipling someone else. If you do that in 6 months, if in the next 6 months of your life you found someone that doesn't know Christ, but God led you to them and you met them and you befriended them and so forth, and out of that you became a disciple maker in their life. You led them to Christ and discipled them and became a mentor to them. And so that 6 months from now, both you and your new disciple could look out again and say, give me another disciple. At the end of a year, at the end of 6 months, there would just be 2 of you. At the first 6 months, there would be you, and there would be that person you had discipled. At the end of 6 more months, each one of you would have made 1 more disciple. So in 1 year, there would be 4 people that you had started, you were discipling 2, and one of them was discipling 1. And if that pattern replicated, if that happened again the next year, there'd be 16 by the end of the first year. But there'd be 64 by the end of the 3rd year, and 256 by the end of the 4th year, and over 1,000 by the end of the 5th year. But by the end of the 16th year, all the unreached people groups in the world would be reached, just starting with you. Now, somebody says, to me, that's an amazing concept. I just literally am energized by that concept right there. And so the question somebody might have is this: well, I want to get started. I want to be a disciple maker. Can somebody tell me how to get started? I would like to do that. In the next 6 months of my life, I'd like to make a disciple. I'd like to meet a lost person. And I'd like to develop a friendship. I would like to do that. God, I want that to be done in my life. And so what I'm going to start next week on this video blog is I'm going to start a series that I think will go 7 weeks. And we're going to call it the 7-Week Challenge. And over the next 7 weeks, 8 weeks from now, but because this video this week is just to kind of throw the concept out there. And you think about if you want to be a part of this, and I encourage you to take a look at this. Would you consider taking a 7-week challenge? And the purpose of the 7-week challenge is personal renewal in your own life with God, a change in your own spiritual life, a change in your own thinking, a change in your own prayer life, a change in the way you read the Bible, a change in how you reach out, and a way to get started seeking for that person to disciple and to start the process. From zero to engaging with a person that you're discipling in 7 weeks is the idea. And if that intrigues you, let me put it that way, if this thought intrigues you, then I just want to encourage you, just pray about that this week. And next week, the video blog that we're going to make and put on this YouTube channel is going to be the first, let's call it mentoring session from me to you for what to do to get started. And we're going to start with ourselves, and we're going to start renewing our minds. And we're going to start in prayer. We're going to start in praying a new way. And we're going to start in studying the Bible in a new way. We're going to start in thinking in a new way. And we're going to start by asking God to open our eyes. And I believe that some of us, as we take this journey over the next 7 or 8 weeks, that some of us are going to see an open door and to begin making disciples like we never have before. So if you're interested in following this, I hope that you will pray about it this week. I want you to just kind of get your mind set on this. I would devote 7 weeks of my life. We're not talking about raising the bar very high. In fact, our ultimate goal is make one disciple in 6 months, not in 7 weeks. The 7-week challenge is just to get us started, just to get the engine rolling, just to get us started down the process. So I want to encourage you, join me, and let's take a 7-week challenge. And we'll talk about what the first week would look like in the next video blog that we'll be putting on next week. Be in prayer about this, and thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a wonderful week.